العلي العظيم وأسألك اللهم بالأسماء.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر إلى الذين أوتوا نصيبا من الكتاب يدعون إلى كتاب الله ليحكم بينهم ثم يتولى فريق منهم وهم مغردون ذلك بأنهم قالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أياما معدودات وغرهم في دينهم ما كان يفترون فكيف إذا جاء من اليوم لا ريب فيه وفويت كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون قل اللهم ملك الملك منك تشاء وتنزل الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. Amenna billahi sadakallahu azim. Seyri kainat Hazreti Fahri Alem Muhammed Mustafa'ra selamat.
Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed.
Ya ilahi ol Muhammed hakkı için, ol şefaat-i kânı Ahmet hakkı için, sidre ve arş-ı mualla hakkı için, ol suluk-u seyr ala hakkı için, ol gece söyleşilen söz hakkı için, ol gece hakkı gören göz hakkı için, Sirri Fürkan Nur-i Azam hakkı için, Kudüs-ü Kabe Merve Zemzem hakkı için, gözyaşı hakkı için, aşıkların bağrı başı hakkı için, sadıkların aşk odundan ciğeri püryan için, derd ile kan ağlayan giryan için, sıdk ile yolunda kaim kıl için, hazretine doğru varan yol için, şol zaman ki müddeti ömrü hayat ahir ola, ergem gamı memat. Ya ilahi sakla kıl imanımızı, verelim iman ile tacanımız. Biz günahkar, asi, mücrim kulları yargılayıp kıl günahlardan beri, kabrimiz iman ile pürnür kıl. Münis ilman ile hem hür kıl, hem dahi mizanımız eyle sekil, cennete girmeye lütfun kıl delil. Mustafa'ya hem civaret ya Kerim, cennetül firdevs içinde ya Rahim. Lütfile göster bize didarını, nimetinle toyla kıl kullarını. Affedip isyanımız kıl rahmeti, ol Habibin yüzü suyu hürmeti. Sana layık kulların hem demet, ehli derdin sohbetine mahremet. Hem Süleyman fakire rahmeten, yoldaşın iman mekamın cennet et. Ya ilahi kılma bizi dallin, bu duaya cümleniz deyin amin. Ümmetinden razı olsun ol mu'in, rahmetullahi aleyhim ecmain.
Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin nebil ümmi ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ve sellim. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin nebil ümmi ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ve sellim. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin nebil ümmi ve ala alihi المصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. الفاتحة. اللهم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. استغفر الله 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 العظيم الذي لا اله الا هو الحي القيوم واتوب اليك من كل اذان وصيات من كل ما يخالف دين الاسلام من كل ما يخالف الشريعه من كل ما يخالف الطريقات من كل ما يخالف المعرفات من كل ما يخالف الحقيقات من كل ما يخالف الأصامد يا أرحم الراحمين. أودعني كلمتين شهادتين عندك يا رسول الله وهي لنا ورية يا مكياس رحمة للعالمين. اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المطهرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام وفد أمر إلا الله إن الله باسم بالعباد. رابطه الشريف. فاتحة الشريف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صلوات الشريف. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. 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 ألم نشرح. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا وإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله إخلاص الشر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله فاتحة شيء بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صلوات الشريف اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم 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 صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما والحقني بالصالحين آمنا بالله صدق الله العظيم سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى شرف النبي مصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم على وصحبه وإلى مشايخنا بطريقة النقشبندية العليا حضرة الروح إمام تعبيرات الحارقة وجشوان أشبال محمد رئيس وارث سلطان الأنبياء أشرف الله فضل الثاني أبو فكر سيد أشرف رباني سلطان الأنبياء قبلة الإسلام صاحب الزمان شيخ سلطان مبيع محمد ناز مادر الألكاني عظمة حجة إلى عبدالخالق وجواني SahibulSaif Şeyh Abdulkerim Kibrisi Rabbani Sahih Sadatına ve Sıddıki
El Fatiha. Allahümme salli. فاعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله 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 حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد كريم الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله نور محمد صلى الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله مدد يا مدد يا صاحب المكان مدد يا صاحب السير همت يا رسول الله شبان يا نبي الله مدد يا مدد يا صاحب السيف حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رحمة للعالمين الصلاة والسلام عليكم يا آله وصحبه أجمعين الصلاة والسلام عليكم يا نبي الله والحمد لله لا إله إلا الله 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 حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم على بذكر الله تطمئن قلوب بلا الله 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 حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. حق 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 حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. هاي 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 هاي. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل، نعم المولى نعم الناصر، لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله هو الله حق، 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 الله هو الله حق. الله هو الله حي، 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 الله هو الله حي. الله حي يا قيوم، 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 الله حي يا قدير، الله حي يا قدير، الله حي يا قدير، الله حي يا قدير، الله حي يا كريم، الله حي يا كريم، الله حي يا كريم، الله حي يا كريم، الله حي يا حليم، الله حي يا حليم، الله حي يا حليم، الله حي يا حليم، الله حي يا حفيظ، الله حي يا حفيظ، الله حي يا حفيظ، الله حي يا حفيظ، الله حي يا عليم، الله حي يا عليم، الله حي يا عليم، الله حي يا عليم، الله حي يا شهيد، الله حي يا شهيد، الله حي يا شهيد، الله حي يا شهيد، الله حي يا جميع، الله حي يا جميع، الله حي يا جميع، الله حي يا جميع، الله حي يا رشيد، الله حي يا رشيد، الله حي يا رشيد، الله حي يا رشيد، الله حي يا رشاد، الله حي يا رشاد، الله حي يا رشاد، الله حي يا رشاد، الله حي يا ملك، الله حي يا ملك، الله حي يا ملك، الله حي يا ملك، الله حي يا سبحان، الله حي يا سبحان، الله حي يا سبحان، الله حي يا سبحان، الله حي يا سلطان، 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 الله حي يا كريم، 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 الله حي يا فتاح، الله حي يا فتاح، الله حي يا فتاح، الله حي يا فتاح، الله حي يا ستار، الله حي يا ستار، الله حي يا ستار، الله حي يا ستار، الله حي يا سميع، الله حي يا سميع، الله حي يا سميع، الله حي يا سميع، الله حي يا بصير، الله حي يا بصير، الله حي يا بصير، الله حي يا بصير، الله حي يا احد، الله حي يا احد، الله حي يا احد، الله حي يا احد، الله حي يا صمد، الله حي يا صمد، الله حي يا صمد، الله حي يا صمد، الله حي يا اول، الله حي يا اول، الله حي يا اول، الله حي يا اول، الله حي يا اخير، الله حي يا اخير، الله حي يا اخير، الله حي يا اخير، الله حي يا جمال، الله حي يا جمال، حي يا جمال، الله حي يا جمال، الله حي يا جلال، الله حي يا جلال، حي يا جلال، الله حي يا جلال، الله حي يا جبار، الله حي يا جبار، الله حي يا جبار، الله حي يا جبار، الله حي يا قهار، الله حي يا قهار، الله حي يا قهار، حي يا قهار، الله حي يا قدير، الله حي يا قدير، الله حي يا قدير، قدير الله يا قدير الله يا مقتدر الله يا مقتدر الله يا مقتدر الله يا مقتدر الله يا وهاب الله يا وهاب الله يا وهاب الله يا وهاب الله يا كريم الله يا كريم الله يا كريم الله يا كريم الله يا غني الله يا غني الله يا غني الله يا غني الله يا رزاق الله يا رزاق الله يا رزاق الله يا رزاق الله يا فتح الله يا فتح الله يا فتح الله يا فتح الله يا ستار الله يا ستار الله يا ستار الله يا ستار الله يا شفيع الله يا شفيع الله يا شفيع الله يا شفيع الله يا ولي الله يا ولي الله يا ولي الله يا ولي الله يا علي الله يا علي الله يا علي الله يا علي الله يا غفار الله يا غفار الله يا غفار الله يا غفار الله يا غفور الله يا غفور الله يا غفور الله يا غفور الله يا رؤوف الله يا رؤوف الله يا رؤوف الله يا رؤوف الله يا رحيم الله يا رحيم الله يا رحيم الله يا رحيم الله يا عظيم الله يا عظيم الله يا عظيم الله يا عظيم الله يا نظيم الله يا نظيم الله يا نظيم الله يا نظيم الله يا كريم الله يا كريم الله يا كريم الله يا كريم الله يا صبور الله يا صبور الله يا صبور الله يا صبور الله يا الله 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 يا الله الله يا الله الله يا الله الله يا الله يا الله 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 يا الله الله يا الله الله يا الله الله يا الله يا الله الله يا الله الله يا الله الله يا الله يا الله 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 حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم 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 صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أفضل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسوله وجميع خلقه محمد وآل محمد الصلاة والسلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. رضي الله تبارك وتعالى صالتنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين ونتمنى المتقين ولأولياء الصالحين مشايخنا بتاركة نقشبندية العالية قدسهم وزكيهم وبركات الله تعالى بركاتهم وفيوداتهم دائما والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. اللهم سبحان ربي العلي الأعلى الوهاب.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. جعل الله وإياكم من يستجيبوا شفاعته وأرجو من الله رحمته ورأفته. اللهم بحرمة هذا النبي الكريم وآله وأصحابه سالكين على منهاجه القويم اجعل من خير أمته وسن بدل حرمته واحشر غدا في زمرته وسامل ألسنتنا فضله ونصرته وحينما تمسكنا بسنته وطاعته ومدنا اللهم على حبه وجماعته. اللهم ادخل مع الجنة فلمن ندخلها وانزل ما في قصورها فلمن ينزلها وارحمنا ما يشفى الخلائق فترحمها. اللهم ارزقنا زيارته في كل سنة ورجمنا فيك عنه قبل سنة. اللهم اجمعات الذنوب وستات بنا مغفرة عيوبا. اللهم انه كان معنا في السنة مع دخول مثلها فاطمة فضله رحمهم الله. اللهم ارحمنا ضصم اصحاب القبور ووفق الابكاسناه على ممر الدهور. اللهم اجعلنا لك ذاكرين ولماك شاكرين واليوم نلقاك من الذاكرين وحين بطاعتك مشغولين وتوفنا مفتونين ولا مقتولين واختم لنا منك بخير اجمعين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين واجعل من فتة هذه الدنيا سالمين. اللهم اجعل هذا رسولك لنا شفيعا وارزقنا به يوم القيامة مقاما رافعا. اللهم اسقنا من حوض نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم شربة هنيئة ما نبض وشنا تحت روايه ودعا. اللهم اغفر لنا به وعلى آبائنا وأمهاتنا ومشايخنا والمؤمنين وذي الحقوق علينا ولمن أجل هذا الخير في هذه الساعة ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك أنت قريب مجيب الدعوات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات وغفر الذنوب والخطيئات يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Rabbi, all praises are due to you and your peace and blessings to the Holy Prophet Islam, his family and his companions. Ya Rabbi, please bless our grand Shaykh Sultan Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim Abdulkerim, Ya Rabbi. Please bless our Shaykh SahibulSaif, Shaykh Abdulkerim, Kibrisi, Ya Rabbi. Raise them to higher and higher and higher stations, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, give long life and healthy life to Shaykh Lokman Efendi, Ya Rabbi. Make us be better ones to him, Ya Rabbi. Make us be better ones in this way, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, in this holy night, in this 15th night of Ramadan, Ya Rabbi. In this night that's the Urs of Sultan Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim Abdulkerim, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're asking you to raise his station higher and higher, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we're thanking you for letting us to be under his flag, Ya Rabbi. For letting us to be under the flag that he gave to SahibulSaif, Ya Rabbi. For letting us to be under the flag of the Haqqanis, Ya Rabbi. For letting us to be under the flag of the Osmanlis, Ya Rabbi. For letting us to be under the flag of those ones who in this Akhir Zaman are keeping their love and passion and honor high for the Ottomans, Ya Rabbi. Who are keeping the passion and honor high for Holy Prophet Islam, Ya Rabbi. And for his Sahabi-Kiram, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, make us to be those ones whose life is sacrificed for the honor of the Ottomans, Ya Rabbi. And for the way of the Sahabi-Kiram, Ya Rabbi. And for the Sunnah of Holy Prophet Islam, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, wake up the passion in our hearts, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, don't let us to be living dead, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be living with passion, Ya Rabbi. Make our hearts to beat for your sake, Ya Rabbi. To beat for the sake of Rasulullah, Ya Rabbi. To beat for the sake of Haqq, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, make us to wake up for the sake of Haqq, Ya Rabbi. Make us to live for the sake of Haqq, Ya Rabbi. Make us to die for the sake of Haqq, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be raised on the day of judgment as the people of Haqq, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, make us to be standing against Tubatil, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, make us to be standing against Tubatil, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be the ones who are helping the Mazlum, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be the ones who are standing against tyranny and tyrants, Ya Rabbi. Who are standing against oppressors and Zulm, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, make us to be the ones who are standing against Dajjal and his evil, Ya Rabbi. And his evil that's in this world, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, don't let us to make our eyes to be blind to the evil in this world, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be standing up to stand against it, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, make us to be standing up the way our Shaykh is standing up, Ya Rabbi. With bravery and with courage, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, send the lions of Haqq into Maidan, Ya Rabbi. Send the lions of Haqq into the Maidan, Ya Rabbi. Send the lions of Haqq into the Maidan, Ya Rabbi. Make the time of Jababira to end, Ya Rabbi. Make the time of Zulm to end, Ya Rabbi. Make the time of Kufr to end, Ya Rabbi. Make the time of Dajjal to end, Ya Rabbi. Make the time of this cruelty and oppression to end, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, bring your Shariat back, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, bring your Shariat back, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, bring the way of the Prophet back, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, bring our sultans back, Ya Rabbi. Bring the Sultanate back, Ya Rabbi. Bring the Khalifa back, Ya Rabbi. Bring the Khilafat back, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, send Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam, Ya Rabbi. Let him to clean this world, Ya Rabbi. Let him to bring this world back to Haq, Ya Rabbi. Make this world to become a garden of paradise, Ya Rabbi. Send the hell out from this world, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, make us to be the people of Jannat, Ya Rabbi. Don't let us to be the people of Jahannam, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, save us from the tricks of our ego, Ya Rabbi. Save us from our ego, Ya Rabbi. Don't leave us to our ego for the blink of an eye, Ya Rabbi. Keep us in this Jamaat, Ya Rabbi. Keep us strong in this Jamaat, Ya Rabbi. Bless Shaykh Lokman Efendi, Ya Rabbi. Make us to be helping him, Ya Rabbi. Open his way, Ya Rabbi. For the sake of this holy month of Ramazan, Ya Rabbi. For the sake of your holy Prophet, Ya Rabbi. For the sake of our Shaykh, Ya Rabbi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Rabbi, Peygamber Efendimiz Aleyhisselatü Vesselam Hazretlerinin yüzü su hürmeti mübarek Cuma gecesinin hürmetine. Ya Rabbi, büyük şeyimizin ve şeyimizin ahiretteki makamlarını, güçlerini, kuvvetini, heybetlerini, şanlarını, şereflerini arttır. Ya Rabbi, onların yüzü su hürmetine, Ya Rabbi, Şeyh Lokman Efendi'nin gücünü, kuvvetini, heybetini, şanını, şerefini arttır. Ya Rabbi, mübarek gecede, Ya Rabbi, mübarek ayda, Ya Rabbi, büyük şeyimiz Şeyh Mevlana Hazretlerinin ruzunu, mevlidini yapmayı bizlere nasip ettiğin için şükürler olsun, Ya Rabbi. Bizlere bu güzel imkanları nasip ettiğin için şükürler olsun, Ya Rabbi. Şükür kapısından ayırma, Ya Rabbi. Bu yola layık müritlerden olmayı bizlere nasip mesele eyle, Ya Rabbi. Hazırda duran temiz kullarından olmayı bizlere nasip mesele eyle, Ya Rabbi. Bizleri şeyhimizin heybetiyle heybetlendir, Ya Rabbi. Nuruyla nurlandır, cemaliyle cemallendir, edebiyle edeplendir, Ya Rabbi. Bu yolun kıymetini bilme bizlere nasip mesele eyle, Ya Rabbi. Dünya ahiret bizleri bu yoldan ayırma, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, bizleri merhamet et, Ya Rabbi. Bizleri affet, başa cehennem azabından koru, Ya Rabbi. Bizlere mübarek ayı nasip ettiğin için şükürler olsun, Ya Rabbi. Sağlık, afiyet ile ihya etmeyi bizlere nasip mesele eyle, Ya Rabbi. Bizleri nefsimizin eline bırakma, Ya Rabbi. Bilerek veya bilmeyerek işlemiş olduğumuz hatalarımızı affet, bağışla, Ya Rabbi. Şeyimizin himmetini dünya ahiret üzerimizden eksik etme, Ya Rabbi.
Estağfurullah, estağfurullah, estağfurullah. Lazım lazım la ilahe illa huvel hayyul kayyum ve etûbü ileyh. Tevbeten abdin insan şükür Allahümme teala la ilahe illa ente halakna min gazdan azim min şerri. Ya Vahhab, Ya Vahhab, Ya Vahhab, Ya Musebbib el-Esbab, Ya Mufatih el-Abwab, Ya Muqallib el-Qulub wal-Absar. Ya lil-Mutahhirin, Ya Giyas Mustagisin, Hayya Kayyum Zul Jalali wal Ikram wa fil amri Allah inna Allah basin bil ibad Allahumma salatin tunjina min jami'il ahwali wal-afat wa taqlina min jami'il hajat wa tusahhiruna bis sa'iat تبلغنا وساقات جميع الحياة بعد الممات اللهم اسلم محمد رحمة يا ارحم الراحمين ارحمنا فاعف عنا يا ارحم الراحمين غفر لنا استعين فتح القلوب امين 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 السلام عليكم ورحمة الله رب العالمين الى شرفنا المصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وشيخنا رحمة الله عليه خاصة وصل حالك وجشان وشبنا محمد وهاري سلطان ولي شاء الله شيخ سلطان صاحب السيد الفاتحة اللهم صل وسلم فاتحة آمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله الله kabul etsin inşallah. Don't kill each other. Don't throw each other into wells, please. People do that. The son of Mevlana is involved in the killing of Shamsi Tabriz. So, say the question again.
In Surah Yusuf, we read that the brothers of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam, they are talking to each other that their father has more love for Hazrat Yusuf and that, astaghfirullah, he is misguided. It may be because they don't understand the relationship that they have, the father has with Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam. How do murids in tariqat not fall into a similar trap when they see that the Shaykh has different relationships with different...
We're asking dastur and permission for our Shaykh to send something to us so that we benefit from the sohbat. You listen, I listen. It is there for you to take and to put in your lives, and you're going to see improvement and progress. Otherwise, to read the Quran just like that also, although there's blessings, is not too much benefit. What the tariqat is doing is that instead of you collecting all the flowers, taking out the nectar and making the honey, the awliyaullah, our shaykhs, they already make the honey and they give it to the awliyaullah. And every sahabi was an awliya. And it is only when they were able to give the sweetness of Islam that people were following it properly, them, their children, their grandchildren. Otherwise, by force, within one generation, next generation, they will just rebel and they kick everything out. Maybe not one generation, maybe it takes some time, but they will eventually kick it out. But it's not happened. In fact, Islam is rising. Number of Muslims, they are rising. So to understand now, Shaykh Efendi had spoken many times about this situation, about Hazrati Yaqub alayhi salam and Hazrati Yusuf alayhi salam, and the brothers of Hazrati Yusuf. How many brothers he has? 12. And they are what? They are the prophets of the Bani Israel. Each one of them representing one tribe. That's continuing up till today, like this or like that. All of them were prophets. And I remember a time when so much was happening in Shaykh Efendi's situation, where because of jealousy, but the jealousy, you see, this is something that we must understand. Don't just take it from the Christian point of view, Western point of view. Because for them, the father just loves one more than the other, full stop. There's no reason why. There's no rationale. There's nothing. Just the father favors one over the other. It is not. They make it the father to be what? An idiot? There's a reason why. You understand? They want to make it, oh, it's just the one feels jealous because he's not given enough attention. So they're stuck there from that time until today. Attention, attention, attention. It is not the attention. Beginning all the way from, let's say, Habil and Kabil. It's not because Adam alayhi salam favors one over the other, or Allah favors one over the other. There's a reason why Allah favors one over the other, because that one is a salih and the other one is a rebellious one. That is the reason. And Allah gives chance after chance after chance for that rebellious one, for his head to turn around. But that one became jealous and he became more shaitanic. Jealousy, the first. The understanding of jealousy, the inheritance that we get from shaitan, who was jealous. Now, Allah favored Hazrati Adam. There's a reason why Allah favored Hazrati Adam. Allah make that reason clear, right? Even before He created Hazrati Adam. I mean, Hazrati Adam was a secret. Allah made it clear to him, to everyone, to everything in creation, even before it was there. And Shaitan just wants to believe what he wants to believe. So when the form of Hazrati Adam was created and he went inside, circling around, out, coming out, he says, it's nothing there. It's dirty. It's nothing. It's empty. And he says, I am better than that one. And if Allah is making me to give respect, to make sajda to that one, I will already rebel. The intention was already there. Does he know? He knew. He knew even before the form of Hazrat Adam was there. Because if Allah Most High is saying, I'm going to create a creature who's going to represent me, that means that one is above and beyond anything that we can imagine. He is a special one. In pre-eternity, every kind of creature was already created. Allah is never saying, that one is representing me. So he knew. And when the breath was also given to Hazrat Adam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it public. He didn't make it secret. When he blew the breath and Adam alayhi salam came into physical existence, and that physical is not this physical existence, it's a physical existence which was the physical existence of the spiritual world. Yes, there is a physical body in the spiritual world. And when he woke, when he got up, the first thing he did was to sneeze. And then he says, Alhamdulillah. And everything in creation was shocked, including Shaitan. How does this one know? He just came, and he's knowing how to say, all praise be to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Lord of the worlds. The first ayat of Surah Al-Fatiha. The key to everything. So he was jealous. So there is a reason why Allah preferred Adam alayhi salam. There is a reason why Shaitan became Shaitan. It's not just because a father or the one in authority loves one more than the other. So there is a reason why Yusuf alayhi salam was loved more by Yaqub alayhi salam. But his brothers, they were all prophets. When situation happened to Shaykh Efendi, when because of his qualities that were there, that was very clear for everyone to see, and some people, they were very jealous, and they started cursing at him. Shaykh Efendi, SahibulSaif, of course now everybody loves him, mashallah. That's good. Used to be a time everybody was cursing at him and calling him, I'm not talking about one or two people, I'm talking about hundreds, maybe thousands of people, whole Jamaat, saying that, following whoever is saying this, saying that he is Abu Jahil, saying that he is Abu Lahab, saying that he is Shaitan, saying that our association is a zikr of Shaitan. There was a time. All that is water under the bridge, yani. But sometimes you like to peer from the bridge to look at the water, right? We have to time to understand where we are. Of course, now everybody loves Shaykh Efendi. MashaAllah. So there was jealousy. So we were asking, how can this be? How can people who are respected by thousands, how can they have such ugly, base, shaitanic jealousy? I'm using shaitanic jealousy, I don't mean that person is shaitan. They call Shaykh Efendi shaitan. I'm not saying that quality now. That quality. How can it be those ones who are so high respect, they can have this kind of thing towards you? And he says, look, didn't the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam have jealousy? And they are prophets. Who are we? See? Who are we? And this is a disease that everybody has, that if you don't get rid of it, it doesn't matter how high you are, how close you are to the highest one, you will fall. So you must be very thankful, you must be very happy if somebody is there to teach you what jealousy is and how to get rid of it, to bring it out from you so that you understand what is this poison and to get rid of it. Because billions don't understand this. They act and they say and they do things without even knowing that they are jealous. But the baseline is that jealousy. And shaitan is that jealous one that Allah is warning us about. But the jealousy is not towards something that just because Yaqub alayhi salam has more love to Yusuf alayhi salam. Because Yusuf alayhi salam has certain secrets that they don't have. And it is clear. Those secrets too Allah has given to him. Those secrets too, Yaqub alayhi salam discovered long time ago when he was still a child, and he had a dream, and he said, "Oh my father, I dreamt what? The sun and the moon and the stars, they were all bowing down at me. They were making sajda, not just bowing down, bow, like this, like Japanese bow. No, they were making sajda." And Yaqub alayhi salam, he understood. He says, "Keep this, but especially don't tell your brothers. They're not going to understand." Now you see certain qualities, Allah is saying that about the Bani Israel to teach us a lesson. If you fall, if you're not watching, if you're not holding on to that prophet and holding on to his inheritors, you're going to be like that, and you're going to be worse than that. And then what happened? Yusuf alayhi salam, Yaqub alayhi salam understood that the secret now is going to be passed to him. Although 12 are given, but the big secret is going to be passed to him. What happened to him? They threw him into the well, and that well that they threw it is one of the holes, one of the portals of Jahannam. Okay? In order to kill him. They lied to the father. The father knew. But some fathers, they love everyone, so they don't punish also. They just cry to Allah. Then what happened to Yusuf alayhi salam? From that lowest position, he rose to the highest position. He became what? He became a wazir. He became a ruler of Egypt. That what happened now? His father, his mother, and his brothers came and they made sajda to him. You understand? So he had the power now of dunya and of akhirah. Some they are given like that. Our Shaykh had said so many times. He said, why are they blaming me? Why are they jealous? It's something that's given to me. I didn't ask for it. It's something that is given to me. And there are certain things that are given to people. And people who are given and they understood, this is the characteristics of prophets and saints. They understood and they say, "I don't want it." How many prophets we hear that is given, prophethood is given to them, and they say, "I don't want this"? So many. That they try to run away, and Allah being very tough on them because they're running away from that. So how are you going to learn as a murid? What is his jealousy? Jealousy is not just because, this is simple level, everyone thinks, "Oh, Shaykh loves that one more than me," But you never understand why. You think he's just going to just put his heart there very without any understanding, without any reason. You think that one, that the heart belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he can easily let anything or anyone to come in? There must be a reason. If you understand that reason, now you're going to run for that. Now you're going to understand my running also. In order for the Shaykh to love me, I have to question that. Why? Why I want the Shaykh to love me? For what? What reason? Who am I that he should be loving me? What is so great about me? What have I done in my life that such a nice one, such a good one, such a great one will love me? This is the arrogance that comes because everyone thinking that he should. Are you doing anything to deserve that? Are you, what they say in English, endearing yourself to that? There are reasons why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves his servants and reasons why he doesn't love his servants. It is not arbitrary just by choosing like that. He loves for a reason. He hates for a reason. And that reason is reasonable. Everybody knows. It's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. It's not dogma. There is a reason. If you find the reason, then you will understand. You grow up a little bit, you understand, oh, it's not about he loves or he doesn't love. It's not about whether he loves me or he doesn't love me. It's not about me, it is about him. It's not about him, it is about what he stands for, what his maqam is, what his work is. You're running for that, Allah and his Prophet will love you. Otherwise, if you're just doing things so that the Shaykh is going to love you, but there's no real reason, just because you want him to love you, it's very selfish too. And it's very brittle. Easily it can be broken. But if you know you're doing something that is useful for him, for the Dergah, for everyone is useful, then that time you come to the station where it doesn't matter also whether he loves you or he doesn't love you. You're not looking for the outward signs of that, because you understand now the meaning of what that love is. When you understand that meaning, it doesn't matter. Then that time he can bring you close to him, right next to him, or very far away from him. It doesn't matter. Physical, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether he says or he doesn't say. You will understand by yourself. Don't you see? This is why the Yahudis, they are very not understanding. They are. Why you love that one? They say. Why you love that one? He's an orphan. Astaghfirullah. Doesn't have any money. There are reasons. We should not be like that. But those who accept and they understood why Allah loves that one, then they become more beloved in the eyes of Allah. They reach to their stations now. So think, understand. Don't be childish. Because you may be very developed in some ways, but still when it comes to, let's say, anger, you're still behaving like you are 7 years old. Anger. Every time someone hits you, you come down to 7 years old. Jealousy, you come down to when you were 17 years old. Arrogance, you come down to. There is a time, there is an age, there are reasons why you are stuck there. And tariqat is to make you to understand what happened to me. Why am I behaving this way? What is wrong with me? Once you start thinking and you start understanding and you start asking Allah to, and your Shaykh is going to open certain things for you, then I say, oh, this is why. Then I must change. You will try, you will try, you will try. You will get knocked wall to wall if it's necessary. And that time, if you want to be useful, if you want to be beloved by Allah and His Prophet, then you must change. You must change. Easy way or hard way, you must change. If not, they will change you. And when they change you, it is going to be very difficult. Like I said, this is a very big disease. It happens every time. It happens in every household. It happens in every Jamaat. And they are saying, even the murids of Mawlana, they were so upset with Hazrat Shams. They were so jealous. But if they understood what Hazrat Shams is giving to Mawlana, they would run and kiss Hazrat Shams' feet. So even that love, I'm jealous to get that love is still empty love, is not real love. That they are saying, even the son of Hazrat Mawlana is involved in the disappearance or the killing of Shamsi Tabriz. It is happening. Why do you think they're running to kill Hazrat Isa alayhi salam? Were they not able to see the miracles that he was doing? Why were they running to kill Prophet ﷺ? Were they not aware of the miracles? They are. But they say, no, I want this. You cannot have it. And when the world is not understanding this, then it goes back. It doesn't matter how old the world is. It goes back all the way to 7,000 years. They're stuck there. 7,000 years, still no change. But inside of us, we are carrying the memory of ourselves, our father, our grandfather, our forefathers, all the way back to Hazrat. It is physically, we carry that too. What do you think spiritually? We're not going to understand. inshallah, in this month, we should understand. Like I said, don't just stay away from food and drink. Stay away from your jealousy. And tariqat is famous for that. You think you are so nice. You think you're so nice guy. You think you never feel something. Something is going to happen. You say, I feel so much jealousy. What is happening to me? I never feel this way. Good. It's not that it's not there. It is there, but you've never seen it. Now we're taking it out. Then you're going to understand. Now, fix it. As you see, it is not something that is so simple. Because better ones than us, they are suffering from this. And they did actions that it's not too good. Then who are we? So, we need to stay away from it. Be around people who don't have this quality. And be around people who have this quality and they know how to control it. But don't run away from yourself. Don't run away from yourself. Do not run away from yourself. When you are 6 feet underground, all you have in front of you is yourself. Then that's the time all your evil will stand in front of you. And all your good is going to stand in front of you, and you will know. You're running away from yourself, you cannot run away. Do not run away from yourself. Because more you run away from yourself, more you're going to be stuck with your evil in that grave, and more punishment you're going to feel because of that evil that you've carried all your life on the face of this earth, when the earth 40 times a day is saying to you, don't be proud, don't be arrogant. Don't step all over me and be arrogant. Wake up. You're going to be under me. Tariqat is to make people not to run away from themselves, to understand. Then that time, when you have confronted yourself, when you are put into that grave there, you know what to expect, because you've been living with yourself this whole life. And that time, inshallah Rahman, what is going to accompany you is your faith and your good works and your good deeds, because you didn't run away and pretend that your evil is not there. You've dealt with it as much as you can, because you've taken that one step. Allah is saying, take one step to me and I will take 10 steps to you. But billions, they're running away from Allah. We should not be, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq, hurmatil habib, hurmatil fatiha. 11 o'clock. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, any question? Anything else anyone saying? Yes?
So, Shaykh was also wondering when, in the same, as we go forward, when Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam received the news, and he had a lot of sorrow, and he said that if what you're saying is right, then I'll have patience. What is nowadays sorrow automatically means complaining, or like people who are nowadays, if they have any pain, how do you understand not having sorrow or pain but not being unthankful? How do you separate those two?
Separate what?
Pain or sorrow from
complaining? Is this a real question? I'm saying it is a real question because it's a little bit unusual to me. For people of faith, people of common sense, they understand that there is nothing to be gained from complaining. This word these days they call complaining what? Mitching? Huh? Right? Does anybody love a complainer? Nobody loves a complainer, correct? So how do you separate complaining from sorrow? It has become so combined these days that if something happens to you, you have to first thing, you have to talk. You have to post, you have to say something, you have to... There is no... this is what's happening, because there is no... People don't majority, they don't internalize it anymore. They don't think, they don't make tafakkur, they don't try to understand. It's just bleh. Everything is... everything is... You have to have people to give you some validation. You have to have people to say something to you, then you're going to feel something. This is part of the egoism of what they say, narcissistic. When people notice you, that's the only time you exist. If people don't notice you, you feel very bad. It feels like as if you're dead, you don't exist. They say a tree fall in the forest, right? So many trees falling in the forest. Allah is watching. The angels are seeing. The believers, they know. And common sense believing people, they say Allah is hearing. And none of the prophets ever did that. The prophet that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always showing that the heaviness of the punishment that is reaching, of course the heaviest punishment, not punishment, the heaviest thing that the prophets were carrying was the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Did he ever complain? You ever hear him complain? If he complains, what does he say? I complain about my own weakness. So, okay, I understand unbelievers, they're saying they're doing what you're saying they're doing, but believers doing this? How is that possible? How is that possible? That means you just take the form of the Ahl Sunnah and the form of the religion, but you don't take, forget about tariqat, you don't take the spiritual lessons of the Prophet. You ever hear any of the Sahaba Ikram complain? You hear Hazrat Bilal complaining, oh today, oh so much happened to me. He's saying that? Any of them? Ever? No. So since when Muslims are complaining so much? Oh, we know since when. Since you kick away the dome and the protection of Allah, which is the Khalifa, then the curse rains on you and you don't know where to turn. And you think, if only I cry louder, other people are going to listen, because there is no real wasila now. So if I complain to UN, if I complain to Europe, if I complain, then they are going to hear, they're going to do something complaining. So this is very unusual. This behavior is very, very unusual. Number one, it's very stupid. Nobody loves a complainer. It doesn't matter what religion you are, you're black, white, yellow, it doesn't matter which nationality. Nobody loves that. You have a problem, either fix it, okay, or sit with it. If you're a believer, Allah is watching. So that means, yes, you have Islam, but you don't have a Shaykh. Your Shaykh becomes Shaitan. Shaitan complains. He was the first one who complained. I didn't hear any of the angels complaining, saying that it should be me. Allah is making the angels to speak, but on behalf of the people of the world, and behalf of Him too. So, number one, we have to know this is wrong. But we are so mixed up in this. We're raised to think. We hear our grandfather complaining, we think it's okay. Everyone complaining, so, oh, it's okay. It's part of life, it's part of Islam. Hear our father complaining, mother complaining, so everyone is going to complain, it's normal. Some people, their way of talking is just to sit and complain. How are you? Oh, they say, you don't know. Start complaining. My husband did this, my wife did this. This is the lowest level now. When Yaqub alayhi salam, he was mentioning all of that, when he's mentioning sorrow, it's not just his sorrow from separation from Yusuf, but sorrow understanding what his sons had done. And sorrow understanding that he Allah is not giving him permission to do anything. You think he doesn't know? You think he can't do anything? But that is what Allah is saying. Now be patient. I never read any ayat. 6,666 ayats Allah is saying. And Allah is with the one who complains. If you see, let me know. But Allah is always saying, Allah is the one. Allah is with the one who is patient. And Allah knows what is in your heart. Allah is speaking in such soft, such intimate terms to mankind. Never before He's spoken like that, saying, I know what you're going through. I know what is in your heart. I know what you're hiding. That on the one hand it is speaking to whole of mankind, but on the other hand Allah is speaking directly to you. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the month of the Quran. We're not sitting around just reading it as a robot, or just sitting around trying to make tafsir. We are not making tafsir, we're trying to understand and learn. We understand and learn, we learn through the knowledge of our Shaykh and the permission that he has given us. If there's none of that, then even if it is knowledge, it is going to be useless knowledge. We learn nothing from it. May Allah forgive me, inshallah, and bless you. Al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Oh, plain. First, bite your tongue. First, when something happens to you, say, I deserve it. I deserve it. This is happening to me. I deserve it. You're a doctor. Patient comes to you. You just want to know the bare facts of it, right? How you feel? The patient is just complaining and complaining and not giving you something that you can actually use to help. You know how useless it is? Sometimes patient doesn't even have to say anything. Say, I already know. Correct or no? Just shut up, be quiet there. Give you some medicine. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you yourself, you have to know what it is. Okay. Tamam. Anything else? Al-Fatiha. There are some questions from Turkey, but I'm going to answer at another time, maybe tomorrow, inshallah. It doesn't fit to tonight. This should be enough, inshallah. We close the majlis. May our Shaykh bless us and forgive us if we have made any mistakes, any shortcomings, inshallah, and to accept our worship tonight. And we're making intention to fast tomorrow and for the rest of the month until the end of Ramadan, and for the next Ramadan and the Ramadan after that until we die, inshallah. And we're asking Allah to show His mercy to us, and the Prophet to show His mercy to us, and the awliya and our Grand Shaykh and Shaykh to show their mercy to us, and to accept our good intentions, and to forgive all our wrongdoings, inshallah. To make us to be more intelligent, to make us to be strong, to make us to be more patient, and to make it easy for us to serve them. And for all those ones who are trying to be in the way, for them either to get out of the way or, Ya Rabbi, remove them from us. For tyranny to fall, and for the oppression to fall, and for the oppressed people to be protected, inshallah. May Allah forgive me and bless you. May Allah raise the station of our Grand Shaykh and our Shaykh. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Finish. Just finish 11.